Decorate Kay and Elle's wedding cake with me. Part 1. I'm starting off by layering and filling the cakes. After ordering for a cake taster box and tasting all the flavors that I offer, the couple surprisingly decided to go for red velvet for all 5 of the real tiers. So that's what I did. The filling that I use for my red velvet cake is white chocolate Swiss meringue buttercream, which is just delightful. So the sizes of all 5 real tiers are 12-inch, 10-inch, 8-inch, 6-inch, and 4-inch. Once I was done, I left the tiers to chill in the fridge, and then I moved on to covering them with white chocolate ganache. This cake is going to be covered in fondant, but what I like to do is first of all do a covering of white chocolate ganache, and this contributes massively to me getting a nice, crisp, smooth, and clean fondant covering. So here are all the 5 tiers covered in white chocolate ganache. Now, this is the design that I'm working towards. To complete the 10 tiers, I ordered 5 polystyrene cake dummies, and I just loved how big the delivery was. I was so excited because I truly love making big wedding cakes. The bottom tier was 26 inches in width, so I had to customize a baseboard that would fit this size. So here I am using my jigsaw to cut out a 31-inch baseboard. And because of how tall the cake is going to be, I decided to buy a ladder. And you can just see the excitement on my face because, like I said, I love making big wedding cakes. Now, with the cake being very tall and the 5 tiers at the bottom being fake, I told my customer that I would add a piece of cake into one of the polystyrene dummies, and this way the couple would be able to do their cake cutting without having to reach up to the real tiers. Because I wasn't sure which side of the cake the couple was going to stand on, I decided to add a slice of cake on either side. To make it food safe, I first of all covered the area that I cut out with some fondant. I then added the cake and filled it with the same white chocolate Swiss meringue buttercream, and I also covered it in some ganache, which I don't show here, but yes, I did that. Now moving on to covering all the 10 tiers in fondant. And let me just say, it was not light work. A lot of kneading, a lot of rolling. My hands were screaming for help. And I really learned that covering a wedding cake in fondant is not a day's job. But anyways, as you can see, my go-to method for covering cakes in fondant is the paneling method. By the way, if you're a baker, I do have classes on my website on different parts of the cake decorating process. So if you're interested, you can check that out at caketasia.co.uk. And for those that would like a taste of Caketasia, you can also order a cake taster box from my website. In the next part of this series, I will continue with the cake decoration. So see you in part 2.